I'm on my way in to check on Frank. How is he?
Fever, cramps. I gave him some anti-seizure medication that should help relieve his symptoms.
Did it?
Well, he says it didn't. He wants me to give him a higher dose of DL56. In fact, he said he'd report us if I didn't.
He tried to blackmail you, Karen?
Yeah.
Who the hell is this guy? Because it's certainly not my brother.
It's unnerving seeing what DL56 can do to a person.
So what happened? I mean, what did he say when you said you wouldn't do it?
Well, I mean, he backed down. We're his only supplier. He's not going to report us.
Well, I'm going to go give him a little visit and let him know what I think of his little foray into blackmail.
Okay, just go easy on him, all right? Not getting the full dose of DL56 is making him crazy. Believe me, I know what that's like. He's just not in control of himself right now.
All right, 1 full dose of DL56 coming at you.
Anything less than I get the shakes. Ramsey, how did you get hip to this drug? And don't give me that garbage about hanging out in Karen's lab. She doesn't like you any more than I do.
Look, I helped Karen out after your accident. She was too busy holding Joe's hand to work in the lab.
You sticking to that story, huh? You know, I do recall you hanging around Devlin quite a bit.
Look, do you want this injection or do you want to make conversation?
Make my day, Dr. Feelgood.
Let's hope this stuff has sedative properties. You need to relax.
What the hell is going on?
Joe, hey, how was surgery? I heard Blevins is a pain to assist.
What the hell are you doing in here, Ramsey?
I just came by to check on Frank like the good team player I
Since
am.
when, huh? You're not his doctor.
Julie said he wasn't feeling well. I came by to see what I could do.
Well, you know what, Ramsey? He's feeling just fine. So why don't you get the hell out of here?
Another fine example of the Scanlon manners. Why do I bother?
So, you mind telling me what that was really about?
He was pumping me for info on DL56.
That jerk, I bet he was trying to figure out a way to market that stuff. He doesn't care how dangerous it is.
You can use me for your warning label. Hey, kids, don't let this happen to you.
You must be feeling better if you're able to joke about it.
Oh, better by the minute.
So, just mean you're going to give up your career as a professional blackmailer?
Look, I owe Karen an apology. What can I say? My veins felt like they were popping.
I understand. She's okay with it. I'm glad to see the anti-seizure meds are working. You know, a couple more days of low-dose DL56, and we should have you off it altogether.
I can't wait.
Before your next dose, I want to get a full blood panel, okay?
Why? Karen ran tests this morning.
I know, Frank. We just need to monitor you, that's all. We need to check your liver enzymes, your kidney functions, and your electrolytes.
Joe, you guys have taken enough blood for today. I would like to enjoy my dinner for a change without my stomach churning.
Okay. I'll tell the nurse to give you 30 minutes, all right?
You enjoy bossing me around, don't you?
Yeah, I do, Frank. And I also like having my big brother alive.
Nurse! Nurse!
Yes, Mrs. Scanlon?
Get Dr. Ramsey in here now!
Oh, can a man catch a few rays in peace? Hello, Monk? Lucy? Sigmund? Does anyone want to get that door? Would you like to get the door, Victor? Of course, Victor will get the door. It's not as if I have anything else to do around here. I beg your pardon. Is something amusing?
No, nothing at all. It's just that your tanning outfit caught me unawares.
I'm simply taking the opportunity afforded by your wedding postponement to look as fit as I feel. What's the matter? If I have a golden tan, are you afraid I will upstage you on your big day?
Oh, terrified. Just watch out for the rabbits out there. looks like an irradiated carrot. Garcia, I'm so sorry. Please, come in.
I need to speak to you about the investigation.
Has there been a break?
I'm here to ask questions, Kevin, not give you a report. Despite the fact that you're having a double wedding with my commissioner, I'm not entirely convinced you're Mr. Innocent.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I'm sorry, I just can't get past the fact that all these deaths have made you a very rich man.
Hey, I never wanted that kind of publicity for my book.
I just think it's odd that just when all your book sales dropped and all the hype was over, Dr. May is killed. Then voila! This week your book is #1. Congratulations.
Thank you. But I thought you knew me well enough to know that I wouldn't kill someone just to boost book sales.
You know, for a guy with so much respect for human life, you certainly know a heck of a lot about how to kill people.
It's fiction!
Where'd you find out about the poison used on May's character in your book?
Oh, for goodness sake. Everybody's heard of cyanide. It's a very common poison.
Oh, yeah, sure. We get at least a dozen cyanide deaths a month in Port Charles. I don't even know exactly how it's made.
Ignorance is not something to boast of, Detective. As it happens, the compound is not at all complex. I'm quite familiar with it, as well as its reaction time and the properties that bring on death.
You're a very learned man, Professor Collins.
Thank you. Most kind. You know, Detective, just because my son happened to be in that elevator with Dr. May does not for a moment suggest that he was in any way responsible for her death. Anyone could have given Dr. May that poison.
I haven't accused your son of anything, Professor. Why are you being so defensive?
All right, Detective, thank you for the congratulations on my book sales. Next time, a simple card will do.
As long as you know I'm not eliminating anyone as a suspect. Not even the police commissioner's best friend.
I wouldn't expect you to.
I'll see you.
I wouldn't want to be you. The nerve of that man. He is the most incredibly inconsiderate. Can you imagine interrupting a beautiful day like today for that nonsense?
I know, silly old murder investigation.
But you have many more pleasant things to think about, such as your wedding next week. Got a wonderful idea. Why don't you come outside and get some sun? You look a little peaked.
Good. Then I'll be a tanned murder suspect at my own wedding. Big improvement.
I wish you and Kevin were getting married today. If only the roof didn't cave in on the church, we'd be at the wedding right now, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but you know what? Let's not think that way. Let's think that I'm just going to marry that Kevin guy and you are going to be there, even if we have to do it on some dirty old boat in the middle of the duck pond.
That's a great idea.
Don't say that. Oh, come in. That's a goofy idea. I was teasing. Guess what just came? Some more flowers.
I can smell them already. They smell good. What are they?
Ooh, we have roses. We have snapdragons. We have all kinds of little creatures. Irises. Here, you want to smell? Whoops.
They smell so good. They smell so pretty.
Oh, and there's a card in here with a present to Serena Bowen with this gift.
What is it?
I don't know. Here, feel this. It's some sort of shiny silver wrapping paper and a big red bow.
Feels fancy. Would you please open it for me?
You know what? I think you can open it yourself. Use those clever fingers. You haven't forgotten how to rip wrapping paper. Go ahead.
I guess I haven't.
Go crazy. Make a mess. I'll catch it. Go.
Make
Go.
a mess.
That's okay. Go. I'm catching it. Oh. What does it feel like?
It feels like wood.
Wood. See, you are a clever girl. Look at that. It's a music box. Open it up. Hear that?
Yes. That's the song that I was supposed to dance to at my ballet recital.
Yeah. Hey, let's read that card to Serena Bowen. Let's open it up. Who's it from? Who's it from? It's from Michelle. It says, Dear Serena, everyone missed you at the recital. We hope you feel better soon. And guess what? Everybody in your class signed the card.
Oh, that's really nice of them. Who is that?
Oh, that was just an orderly, poked her head in.
Oh.
We're just going to make sure that Eve runs out of gas, and she'll be stranded. Then Scott will freak out because, you know, he's always been sort of paranoid ever since Serena was kidnapped about people picking Serena up on time. When she's not there, I'll go to rehearsal, and I'll save the day and be the big hero.
I've got to go just for a minute. Okay, I'll be right back. You listen to the music and just listen to the ballerina. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Nice to see you.
Lucy, it's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since you tried to pick up Serena the day of the accident.
Oh, wow, what a wonderful memory you have.
How is Serena doing?
Well, she's fine, really, and she's enjoying the music box, but she's a little tired today. Maybe no visitors should go in.
Oh, well, then I won't intrude. If Mr. Baldwin's here, I'd like to speak to him. I wanted to tell him that the students dedicated the recital to Serena.
Oh, that is so sweet. But he's not here. You just missed him, and I'm not sure when he'll be back. Listen, Michelle, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. But you see, this accident was very traumatic for both Scott and Serena. Very traumatic. And they don't really like to talk about it yet or be reminded. And so maybe it's best, you know, if we just leave them alone for a little while to let them adjust for their sake.
Lucky for us, we have the same blood type. Yeah. Yeah, well, all they're gonna find in these things is last night's martini.
Perfect. Now, why don't you get out of here? We wouldn't want people wondering why we're getting friendly.
Of course not. Wouldn't want to ruin that stellar reputation of yours. What's left of it, anyway.
Okay, Dr. Scanlon sent me in to draw blood.
No, you're too late. Took care of it for you.
Oh.
Now you owe me a favor.
Well, I'll just have to send you a thank you note.
Well, I'll be waiting. Oh, make sure if you find any rare diseases on that sample, you contact me immediately.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Ramsey, do you have a PhD in lying?
Do what I have to.
Thanks to Instatan, at your wedding, I shall be bronzed and beautiful, like a god.
Right now, the only deity you look like is the god of vegetables. Try to stay away from the caterer. He may toss you into a salad.
You sound a tad somber. Did Detective Garcia upset you?
Garcia is right.
Oh, my God, look. Are you the killer? We'll do whatever.
No, Victor, I'm not the killer. But Garcia is right about me being at the center of all of this. Whoever the killer is, he's taking my thoughts and my ideas and turning them into his own bloody playground.
Well, if you're right, all you have to do is focus on the wedding. That way this maniac will have no choice except to act out your happy thoughts.
I wish life were that way, but it isn't. What I need to do is figure out why I am the focal point of this person's rage. If I can do that, I might have a chance of finding the killer before he kills again.
Dr. Lambert, I'm Serena's ballet teacher. Do you remember me from the academy?
Yes, of course I do.
The important thing is that Serena is pulled through.
Were you visiting her?
No. Lucy Coe said that she needed to rest.
What? That's nonsense. That kid has more energy than the sun.
She also seemed concerned that I might upset Serena by reminding her of the day of the wreck.
That's ridiculous. You know what? Serena loves having visitors. She is doing very well right now, and I don't think a short visit would hurt. And as usual, Lucy is wrong. So why don't you come with me and I'll show you to her room.
Early next morning, they were all in the wagon going west. Grace sat between Ma and Pa in the spring seat.
Guess who?
Eve!
Yeah.
We are still a little bit tired.
I'm not tired.
Guess what? I brought your ballet teacher with me.
Michelle, thank you for the music box. It sounds so lovely.
How are you feeling?
Well, she's good. We're fine. We were just sharing some quiet time, though.
Well, that doesn't sound like much fun. Serena, what do you say? Are you up for a visitor?
You bet. Michelle, how's the recital?
No, not as good as it would have been if you had been there. But everybody gave their best effort and pulled off a good show. Oh, Daisy was trying so hard. Her slipper came untied in the second number and went flying off and hit Mrs. Penny in the head.
Could I see you outside just for a moment?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
We'll be right back.
Tell me about the little dancers.
Oh, they were so cute. They were in sunflower costumes.
How dare you bring that woman in to visit Serena?
I dare, because I know how much Serena loves having visitors. She loved hearing about that recital. And laughter, right now, is the best medicine for her.
Well, you don't happen to be Serena's doctor anymore, and Scott asked me to look after her, and I told Michelle that Serena's just very tired.
What is this argument really about, Lucy? Because it's certainly not about what's best for Serena.
All I'm concerned about is her well-being, and you obviously aren't. You had your shot at trying to take care of Serena, and you blew it.
Thank you for letting me see Serena. I tried not to tire her out.
Oh, no. I'm sure your visit did her a world of good.
Well, I hope to see you both again under happier circumstances.
Me too. Come on, I'll walk you out.
I will too. I have to pick up another book down in the gift shop for Serena, so let's go.
Dr. Lambert, there's a problem with that angioplasty in 618.
You don't have to walk me out. I know the way.
Oh, no, I'd love to. It's no problem. Actually, the gift shop's on the way.
All right, if the killer hadn't killed anyone prior to my book, then something in the book triggered his homicidal impulses.
The graphic depiction of violent murders?
No. There's plenty of novels out there that are more graphic and more disturbing than mine. This maniac is not only fixated on the book, he's fixated on me.
The answer we seek has got to be in the book. Now, the character based on you is the narrator. He tells us a story and he tries to solve the murders.
Just like in real life.
I love it in your book when we find out that at the end that your character is actually dead. Just as in Sunset Boulevard, when we discover that the person telling us the story is the man who was floating in the swimming pool in the opening scene. It's a brilliant, brilliant twist.
I knew I wanted to tell the story as my character's flashback. But I admit I loved the idea when I had the narrator's head cut off and shrunk. Kind of a sly joke on my profession, don't you think?
Oh, my God, Monk. This means that you're just as much at risk as any of us. Think about it. The murderer is now going in an apparently random order, and your character is dead from the get-go. This means that you could be made to meet your maker at any minute.
Victor, you're an inspiration. If this maniac wants me so bad, wants to get me so bad, I make it difficult for him. You've always said what we need is an enticement to lure him out. I'll set myself up as the bait.
Thanks a lot. So, you been behaving yourself?
Unfortunately, the pretty nurses wouldn't cooperate.
I don't know, let Julie hear you say that.
I can't help it. You know, he's not the only guy in the family with the charm.
Oh, but I did get the lion's share. But seriously, Frank, your test results look great. I mean, your EKG shows no sign of bradycardia or cardiac damage.
Yeah, I feel great. Let me out of here.
What do you think?
He's over the hump. I think we can continue at home.
All right, no more $20 bandage bills.
But you need to see the psych counselor before you're discharged.
You know, I'll do anything to get out of here. Send in the head shrinker.
Your attitude's very enlightening, Frank. We'll have the papers drawn up so we can get discharged, all right?
What every prisoner in this dungeon wants to hear.
Drat, you know, I just hate when this happens. Sometimes the doctors commandeer the elevator with their key, that special thingy they have, and it just takes forever to get one.
Serena seems in good spirits. Such a freak accident.
Well, yes, it was a tragic accident, no matter how you look at it.
If only you had come by the academy just a smidgen earlier, perhaps we wouldn't be here now.
Lucy. Why were you at the Ballet Academy to pick Serena up when you knew that I had it covered?
Well, no, actually, I didn't know you had it covered. I didn't trust you with that. Everybody knows I don't trust you, and even Michelle here knows that if I had have been there to get Serena instead of you, Serena probably wouldn't be blind right now. Goodbye. Good day, Michelle.
This is Lisa McCree.
And Kevin Newman. Monday, how did they do that? The wizard behind the animation in Small Soldiers.
Plus the best-selling author of the hot new diet book, Sugar Busters, Monday on Good Morning America.
You're just one click away from finding out what's coming up Monday on Port Charles. Visit abc.com for your sneak peek.